excellence is a mindset. We are about to begin. Request everyone to put your phones on silent mode.
One who graduates today and stops learning tomorrow is uneducated the day after. It is because you all have understood the significance of this statement regarding continuous learning we all have gathered here. Good morning, one and all. I, Suhas Kaushik, faculty in the Department of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering.
And I, Dr. Shilpa Suresh, faculty in the Department of Mechatronics,
Welcome you all to MIT Pravesh MTech Orientation Program 2024.
The choice to pursue advanced studies in Master of Technology programs at Manipal Institute of Technology is a testament to your dedication and hard work. Your presence here marks the beginning of an exciting and intellectual stimulating journey. We are thrilled to have you with us and look forward to support you in achieving your academic and professional goals. As you embark on this new adventure, it is our responsibility to provide you with a comprehensive understanding of the resources, facilities, and support systems available to you at MIT Manipal. Today's orientation program is designed to introduce you to the academic processes, co-curricular opportunities, and the vibrant community that defines MIT Manipal.
Manipal Academy of Higher Education is the realization of the dreams of our founder, the late Dr. T.M.A. Pai, a Padma Shri awardee. His vision has transformed a barren hilltop into one of the foremost educational hubs in India. The institutions he established continue to flourish and inspire generations. Let us begin the program by paying our tribute to Dr. T.M.A. Pai, whose vision and dedication has transformed Manipal into a premier center of learning. I request our Director, Joint Director, and Chief Guest to proceed for the floral tribute.
Thank you all. I request the dignitaries to occupy the dais. I request Director and Joint Director to escort our Chief Guest to the dais. Thank you, everyone. Before we begin the proceedings of the day, let us invoke the blessings of Divine Almighty. I invite Ms. Pravesh and I, faculty from the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, to render the invocation.
गजमुखने सिद्धिदायकने वन्दिपे शरणु त्रिजगवन्दितनाददेव देवने शरणु सुजनरिगे विघ्नवनु परिहरिपे शरणु गजमुखने सिद्धिदायकने वन्दिपे शरणु ಮಂದಮತಿಯನು ಬಿಡಿಸಿ ಚಂದಜ್ಞಾನವನಿತು ಮಂದಮತಿಯನು ಬಿಡಿಸಿ ಚಂದಜ್ಞಾನವನಿತು ಇಂದಿರೇಶನ ಪಾದ ಹೊಂದಿಪತೆರದಿ ಇಂದಿರೇಶನ ಪಾದ ಹೊಂದಿಪತೆರದಿ ಸುಂದರಾಂಗನೆ ಪದದ್ವಂದ್ವ ಕೆರಗುವೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಸುಂದರಾಂಗನೆ ಪದದ್ವಂದ್ವ ಕೆರಗುವೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಸಂದೇಹ ಮಾಡದಲೇ ಇಂದು ಕರುಣಿಪುದು ಸಂದೇಹ ಮಾಡದಲೇ ಇಂದು ಕರುಣಿಪುದು ಗಜಮುಖನೆ ಸಿದ್ಧಿದಾಯಕನೆ ವಂದಿಪೆ ಶರಣು ತ್ರಿಜಗವಂದಿತನಾದ ದೇವ ದೇವನೆ ಶರಣು ತ್ರಿಜಗವಂದಿತನಾದ ದೇವ ದೇವನೇ ಶರಣು ಸುಜನರಿಗೆ ವಿಘ್ನವನು ಪರಿಹರಿಪೆ ಶರಣು ಗಜಮುಖನೆ ಸಿದ್ಧಿದಾಯಕನೆ ವಂದಿಪೆ ಶರಣು ವಂದಿಪೆ ಶರಣು.
Thank you, Ms. Prithvi, for the melodious rendition. A good start sets the tone for a successful journey. Lighting the lamp symbolizes a new beginning filled with knowledge and enlightenment. May I now request our chief guest and other dignitaries present on the dais to formally inaugurate the orientation program by lighting the lamp. May I quickly request a few students to join for the lighting ceremony?
Thank you, everyone. May I now request Dr. Somashekar Bhatt, Joint Director, MIT, to welcome you all to this momentous occasion.
Good morning. Yeah. So, born in 1898, Dr. TMA Pai started translating his dreams into reality as early as 1925 when he started Canara Industrial and Banking Syndicate Limited. Post-nationalization, it was renamed as Syndicate Bank. Now it is merged with Canara Bank. He started putting giant steps in 50s. It is heartening to note that when we cross the age of 55, if we plan for our retirement, at this age, he was dreaming big. In 1953, he established Kasturba Medical College. Over the next few years, he created 32 institutions. Ripley's, believe it or not, recognized him as a person who has established the most number of educational institutions in his lifetime. In 1957, he established Manipal Engineering College with one discipline in the form of civil engineering. Today, the institute is known as Manipal Institute of Technology, offering 21 BTech programs, 29 PG programs, 4 MSc programs, MCA, PhD in Engineering, Science, Humanities, and Management. We all have gathered here to welcome the PG students who have been admitted to various MTech programs. At the end of 2 years, your wish may be to get a dream job. You may want to be an entrepreneur, or you may want to research in India or abroad. To welcome you to the portals of MAHE and to inform you about the opportunities in front of you, we wanted someone who has seen the Indian and Western systems of education, who has worked in India and abroad, who has interacted with corporate world, who has led translational research. One person who would fit all these roles is Dr. Raviraj NS, Chief Operating Officer of MAHE Manipal, and he is the chief guest for us today. Sir, with all humbleness, we wholeheartedly welcome you to this program, and we look forward to your advice to the fresh batch of students and their parents. Welcome you, sir. Welcome to our director, Commander Dr. Anil Rana, who is on stage. Student Affairs, Dr. Geeta Maya. HODs from Aeronautical and Automobile Engineering and Civil Engineering. And we have Associate Directors and HODs sitting in front of us. Welcome to all of you, sirs. Dear students, our Office of Academics and Office of Research and Consultancy welcomes you to challenge yourself to go for an integrated PhD. Our Office of Alumni and International Relations welcomes you to explore the opportunity to study abroad with more than 80 partner universities. Our Office of Student Welfare welcomes you to more than 80 cultural and technical clubs. Our Makerspace, Innovation Center, Entrepreneurship Cell, Business Incubators welcome you to ideate, innovate, and be an entrepreneur. In 2014, we had Rashmi, daughter of one of our staff, joining us for her BTech. After looking at the facility, after getting mentorship from our faculty, this girl went on to do MTech and PhD with us. Today, she is working as faculty in SMVITM Bantakal. On this day, when you are starting your next level of academic journey, I narrate the story of Rashmi just to inspire you. You are now the fresh member of Manipal family. As a young member of this family, experience Manipal, get inspired by Manipal, and transform yourself into a global citizen and global leader. With all your achievements, be simple, be humble. That is our wish, that is our dream. Welcome, wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And a very warm welcome to you too. Please don't hold back on your applause. To make this day a truly memorable one, we have with us Dr. Raviraj NS, the Chief Operating Officer, MAHE Manipal, as our chief guest. A distinguished personality and an inspiring figure, Dr. Raviraj has made significant contributions to MAHE. I invite Dr. Purushottam Sarvade, Professor and Head of the Department of Civil Engineering, to introduce Dr. Raviraja.
Good morning, respected dignitaries on and off the dais. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Raviraj NS, Chief Operating Officer, MAHE Manipal, to this august gathering. Dr. Raviraja hails from Neelavara village in the Udupi district. He earned his MSc in Biosciences in 1993 and his PhD in Biosciences Microbiology in 1997 from Mangalore University. He is MBA in Operations Management. His academic journey includes postdoctoral training at Mount Allison University, Canada, and Albert Einstein College of Medicine, USA, where he subsequently served as faculty until 2008. Following this, he joined Montefiore Medical Center, Albert Einstein Cancer Center in New York City as a faculty member until 2010. After returning from the United States, he joined STEM Biotics Research Private Limited, part of the Manipal Group, serving as center head until March 2020. He then joined MAHE as the founding director of corporate relations in 2020 and was subsequently appointed professor and coordinator at the Manipal Center for Biotherapeutics Research, MCBR. He also holds the Dr. TMA Pai Endowment Chair in Stem Cell Research and Therapeutics. He was appointed Director of Planning and Monitoring at MAHE Manipal in March 2023. In this role, he was worked closely with the leadership to develop and monitor vital strategies for the university. Dr. Raviraja is a devoted scientist with more than 27 years of post-PhD research experience in diverse areas of biology. During his doctoral and postdoctoral period, he worked in various research areas. He has published more than 75 peer-reviewed articles in national and international journals of repute. He holds 6 patents and has presented his research findings at various national and international conferences. He was also the principal investigator, co-investigator for many research projects funded by the American Lung Association, USA, the Air Force Office of Scientific Research, USA, and the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. He is a life member of the Mycological Society of India and a member of the International Society for Stem Cell Research, USA. Sir, we are honored to have you with us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Raviraja to address the gathering.
Commander Dr. Rana, Dr. Somshekhar Bhatt, Dr. Geeta Maya, Dr. Sarvate, Dr. Dayanand Pai, and all the associate directors, HODs, faculty members, research scholars, staff members, parents, more importantly, the students who are joining the postgraduate program here in MIT Manipal. A very good morning to all of you, and it's really my pleasure to be here today to address all of you on this orientation program. Dr. Somshekhar Bhatt has already told something about our founder. I cannot start a talk without saying a little more about the founder. That's what I'm going to do in the beginning. So when Dr. T.M.A. Pai came back to UDP Manipal in 1925, after finishing his MBBS degree from Stanley Medical College, Madras, he wanted to go abroad. He wanted to go to Hong Kong. He sold some of the jewelry of his wife to buy some German-made equipments like stethoscope and other things, and he really wanted to go. Then he went to his mother for her blessings, and she gave a pep talk to him and told him that she wanted him to stay back and serve the countrymen here and earn his livelihood in the locality or in the region where he grew up. That was the turning point, and that was the real genesis of Manipal, what you are seeing today. 1925 was the real beginning, and then he never turned back. Started serving people, went to door to door, and started vaccinating people at the time of cholera and other diseases, and then realized these people don't have money to buy medicine from the prescriptions that he gives. So then, being a doctor, he was thinking like a banker. He started collecting small amount of money from everybody, like 25 paise. Some of you, I don't know about this. Maybe after a few years, some of the students may not even know the 25 paise, 50 paise coins, all these things. So he used to collect 25 paise per day from these families, and he used to offer them a simple interest rate of 3.5%. In a straight 7 years, it would become 700 rupees. So slowly people started saving, and their savings made them to buy better medicines and improve the health care. And then he thought, in order to save, they have to have some skill. Otherwise, they cannot save. And then started all the skill development programs, be it the book binding, carpentry, welding, all those things. And people started earning money. So the livelihood of people became better. But the problem is, by these professions, they cannot earn more. Then he thought, I should give formal education to the people of this region, and started building schools, slowly the high schools, then the college in 1949, which is the MGM College, Mahatma Gandhi College. I am an alumnus of that college. And this college and these schools are under another trust, which is called Academy of General Education, which is the mothership, which really started other societies and other education institutions. After this success of MGM College in 1949, he thought he should venture bigger, and it was in 1953 he built the first private medical college of India, Kasturba Medical College, which was the 29th medical college, including the government medical college in other places. So that was the courage of this person or vision of this person. Then all these medical college was under the public, the government-run medical colleges. He, for the first time, from this region, which is not that well developed, his house was the third house in 1935 in the Manipal area. This region didn't have many houses or population, barren hillock, as Somshekhar Bhatt sir has told. So that was the kind of the meager start or very humble start. Then it took us the journey to much forward. And 1957 was the Manipal Engineering College, which is now the mighty MIT. And you are all the part of this MIT now, the PG students, and you should really realize that you have really come to an institution which is really doing extremely well. So although Dr. T.M.A. Pai started many institutions in his lifetime, he could not realize the dream of it becoming the deemed to be university, which we got in 1993, and in 2023, we got the coveted place of Institution of Eminence by the Ministry of Higher Education. So if you see today, in all our campuses, in Manipal, Mangalore, Bangalore, and Jamshedpur, and 2 campuses abroad, we have more than 40,000 students. We have more than 3,500 faculty. We have more than 11,000 non-teaching faculty. And we have been rated by all 3 leading international agencies, be it Quest, be it Times Education, be it Shanghai. There are very less education institutions in India being rated by all 3 leading global ranking agencies. And the amount of work we are doing in sustainability, gender equity, and many other fronts, it is enormous. The reason I'm telling it is not to boast about MAHE, it is just to sensitize you where you are today, the PG students. You are in one of the most advanced universities. If you take the NIRF ranking in the private sector, we are number 1 in India, or number 1 private university ranking here. That speaks about what you can anticipate here, that speaks about the quality of this particular institution. And MIT, from 1957, it has grown in leaps and bounds, and many leaders have come and contributed in their own way. Now we have Commander Dr. Anil Rana leading with his own unique style of bringing a lot of positives. MIT is in the news in recent years for all good reasons, actually. And backed by Dr. Somsekhar Bhatt and other HODs and other faculty, it is really doing great. So from today onwards, you are a member of this family, the MIT family, and you can be assured that you will be getting very quality education. Now, quality education, whether it is enough, quality education itself may not be enough. If you look at India today, we have 143.5 crore people, and in India we have almost 66% of the people under the age of 35, and our life expectancy is about 67 years compared to 78 years in the US, maybe 88 or 89 years in the Japan, and people are living longer, and our median life in India is 28 years. So the median life in the US is 39, in Japan it is 49. And if you look at the income, why I'm saying all these things, although in some parameters we have the demographic dividend, are we really utilizing it well? May not be so. There are a lot of things that we need to do. So today, the average income of a US citizen is about 32 lakhs per year. And the average income of an India, per capita income of an Indian citizen is about 1 lakh per year. There is a lot of disparity. Why it is happening? Because most of the high-paying tech jobs, manufacturing jobs, all those things are going to the developing countries, not to India. Many of the unorganized sector jobs, agricultural jobs, other jobs are with India, but unfortunately it is not going to pay much. So where is the gap? Gap is not in the education, but in the skills that the students are going to acquire when they are studying. So the kind of laboratories and the kind of experiments, the kind of projects. If you look at MIT today, the kind of facility that it has, and the tech shop it has, and the new center, the Manipal Analytical Instrumentation Facility, the multi-crore facility that is now coming up on the one side of the MIT, all these are the important factors for you to go explore and see. As Dr. Somsekhar Bhatt has already told, the eCell, the innovation center, the incubators, these will be your playgrounds in the future to see how you can utilize it. And some of you, maybe like 5-10% of you, may be dreaming of becoming entrepreneurs. And we have a right atmosphere, ambience for you people to learn from our innovators, entrepreneurs. The genesis of Manipal itself is because of the innovation and entrepreneurship, and you'll be getting a lot of information how you can do this with the leaders we have in this area. For this, what we need to have, one is, I told that we have laboratories and we need to enhance skills, but sometimes in the orientation talk, people will come and give a lot of gyan, and many of the students will think when he will finish and we can do more productive things. But it's always not like that. We have to reflect on what we can do. So although we have good labs, good teachers, good education, why we may not be doing good? And we have to really see some other models, maybe within India, maybe outside of India. If you look at some of the countries where the life expectancy and the quality of life is much better, Japan figures as one of the countries. And there's a small island in Japan called as Okinawa, where people live longer. 68% of the people celebrate their 100th birthday. You can imagine that happening here. If a few people celebrate their 100th birthday, everybody will be happy. Oh, really great, he is living beyond 100. But there's a very common factor. Every other person lives beyond 100. Then a group of researchers went there and started studying why it is happening only here. Why not in other countries and other regions? So one of the very important factors they found out in Japanese term, what they call as ikigai, I-K-I-G-A-I, ikigai. Ikigai is the passion for work and the purpose for work, the purpose that gives the value and joy for living. That was different in that particular small island. That means early on, the people decide what they want to do and get quality education skills in that particular area, and then take up a job in that area. Their entire life is you are being paid for something you really want to do. It's really fun if somebody gives you a job in the area of your passion and pays you abundantly for that. Everybody's life is going to be great. In the US, United States, the reason most of the times we quote United States is not because it's a great country, because most of the statistics are well vetted there. Most of the reports have numbers which are reliable from that country. Most of the suicide cases are reported on Monday mornings. You know the reason? Almost 75% of people don't want to go to the job which they are going every morning. So this is opposite of what I was telling, Ikigai. And if you really train yourself in an area, the reason I'm telling you to MTech students is the entire second year is going to be your project work. If you get into a project of your interest, if you develop your skills there, and later if you get a job in that area and if you get paid, isn't it going to be wonderful? Your life is going to be full of fun and you'll be paid for that. I'm sure you can do that. And that small Okinawa, that island had one more thing which is not very relevant for this context, but I also want to mention that. The other thing is they had some 2,500 rule mantra that they used to chant before having food. Some of you who have the habit of going for junk foods and other kind of foods, probably this is a lesson, that they used to chant a mantra. Again in Japanese, it is being called as Hara Hachi Bu. It is not some mantra that is, the abracadabra kind of a mantra. Hara Hachi Bu. Hara Hachi Bu means stop when you are 80% full. That's all. So many of us have the top-up syndrome. Even if we are full, if somebody offers something, we would always want to have. And this top-up syndrome is very dangerous. The reason I'm again saying this is the students, your body is an instrument to achieve what you want to achieve. The food that you eat, the company that you're going to have, all those things. Dr. Geeta Maya is there and the Director of Students Affairs. She will definitely talk later that what is the right company for you guys, what should you concentrate other than teaching and research. It's very important to be in the right company. So I'm sure that you'll have a very successful 2 years here. Then some of you may go abroad and you may do wonderful there. But always remember from where you have come up. Your village, your parents, your institutions, your alma mater are very, very, very important. How much ever successful you may be, have your feet firm on the ground. So there is a saying in English, that saying in Sanskrit, that Janani Janma Bhumischa Swargadapi Gariyasi. The mother and the motherland are superior compared to the heaven. You may go anywhere. I was there for close to a decade in the US, but the kind of pleasure and satisfaction that you get when you serve the home country is completely different. So I expect you guys, you explore the world. Today is a world of globalization. There is no limit. You can go anywhere, have all those things, learn all those technologies, do everything. Probably think of contributing to the place where you come up, your village and your alma mater, all this, your society are very, very important. Don't forget it. And nowadays, the human values are not neglected. We see a kind of declining trend there, but definitely it is very important to develop those traits when you are in the university. So always, give importance. How do you behave? Sometimes when we are in a good position, when you have CEOs or the senior vice presidents, a lot of things will get into our head and our entire behavior changes. Always remember, Vidya dadati vinayam, vinayadhyati patratam, patratva dhanam apnoti, dhanat dharmam tata sukham. There is no point in forgetting ourselves in this all, the fanfare and all these high yielding jobs and all those things. Always be humble and try to contribute back to the society from you come from actually. I don't want to talk a lot of things, but I really want to tell you that have a purpose in life, have a dream in life, go after it with all your might. Just a small story, there was an investment guru and he used to go and give talks everywhere. And at the end of the talks, there will be one or two students who come up to him and tell him that, can you take us as your student? We want you as our mentor, and can you teach us how to become a great investment guru? And this guy used to tell one thing, okay, I can do that, but in order to do that, next week on this day, you have to come to this particular beach at 4 a.m. in the morning. And this investment guru used to go there to see whether students are coming there or not. And for many years, nobody showed up. And, the cold country, the beaches, the water is frozen, and almost 4 o'clock in the morning, so nobody used to show up. And he used to come back. He always used to go and see whether they're coming. After a few years, one guy came there, 4 o'clock in the morning, and the guru was really surprised. And he asked him, what do you want to become? He told, I want to become an investment guru, like you. So then he started walking and asked this question a few times. The answer was very firm, that I want to become an investment guru. Then he started walking perpendicular to the water, very cold water, very chilly. Again, he used to ask the same question. Answer used to be same. Then the water level rose and it came till here. Then the guru just put his hands on the head of the student and pushed him into the water. Held him there for about 25 seconds. And when this happened, the student with all his might, he forced out of the water. And when he was just out of the water, the guru asked, what do you want to become? For the first time, the answer changed. He told, I want to breathe. Nothing else comes to my mind other than the fact that I have to breathe now in order to survive. Then they started walking back. The investment guru told, the intensity of your thought, that you had no other thought other than breathing, the goal that you have in your life, if the intensity of that thought is as intense as the breathing thought you had, you will become successful in life. We have a lot of distractions. Students especially, you will have a lot of distractions if you want to get distracted. So it's not that easy to focus and have that goal and go after that. You have to really, navigate yourself and really see where you are. And every day you have to realign yourself for the goal. Otherwise, this is not going to happen. So when in the Bhagavad Gita, when Lord Krishna was telling this to Arjuna, he told, you say so many things, forget that, forget this, forget about your teachers, your relatives, all those things, and concentrate on, war. It is not going to happen. It's like the wind, all these thoughts will come. And how I can escape from these thoughts? Then Arjuna says, Abhyasena tu kaunteya, vairagyena ta grihyate. It is just by constant, constant try, this is going to happen. So when you do this, whenever you get diverted, as soon as possible, you bring it back to the focus. That's the only thing that we need to do. You will do it, and I'm sure that you will be very successful in the future. When you implement a few of these things, you will become successful. You'll get a good name to your parents. You'll get a good name to your institution. And I can only wish you all the best. And I'm really glad for this opportunity, Commander Rana and the leadership team. I wish all of you all the best. Do great. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for those inspirational stories, statistics, and advice. As they say, find something you like to do. You don't have to work a single day. That is exactly what Dr. Raviraja mentioned. Thank you once again, sir, for that inspirational words. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us another eminent personality, as Dr. Raviraj pointed out, who is leading our mighty MIT and propelling this great ship to new horizons, our Director, Commander Dr. Anil Rana. May I now request Dr. Dayanand Pai, Professor and Head of the Department of Aeronautical and Automobile Engineering to introduce him to the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Respected dignitaries on the days, my dear students and parents, it's my immense pleasure to introduce our beloved director, Commander Dr. Anil Rana, to the August gathering. Commander Dr. Anil Rana has served as a commander in the engineering branch of Indian Navy in various roles and has over 30 years of experience in industry and academia. Commander Dr. Rana obtained his PhD in reliability engineering from IIT Mumbai and MTech from IIT Delhi. Post his naval service, Commander Dr. Rana served as an Associate Dean Research and Professor Mechanical Engineering in Fiji National University, Fiji for a period of 5 years, followed by Dean Academics and Professor in Symbiosis Skill and Open Universities, Pune. He was the Dean Faculty of Manufacturing Skills and Dean Academics in BSTU Jaipur before taking over as Vice Chancellor of the Oriental University Indore in February 2022. His research interest includes reliability engineering, maintenance engineering management, stochastic Petri nets, machine learning, fuzzy and neurofuzzy applications in the field of maintenance engineering. He has published several research articles and book chapters in the journals of national and international repute. With this brief introduction, I request Dr. Rana to address the gathering.
Dr. Ravi Raj N.S., the Chief Operating Officer of MAHE, Manipal Academy of Higher Education. Director Student Affairs, Dr. Geeta Maya. Joint Director, Dr. Somshekhar Bhatt. HODs of Civil Engineering, Dr. Purushottam, and Aeronautical and Automobile Engineering, Dr. Dayanand. My HODs, the Associate Directors of MIT, Senior Faculty Members, MIT colleagues, parents, and my dear students. A very good morning to you and welcome to the orientation program, Pravesh 2024 for MTech students. There was a time when the orientation program of PG students was happening at the department level. And I had also observed that some of the PG students, both MTech, MSc and MCA, did not participate in many of the MIT events that was happening, whether it was Cultural Fest, Technical Fest, Entrepreneurship Summit, etc., etc. But I was surprised when there were a group of students who were part of a company called Involution, led by our alumnus, Dr. Gaurav Agrawal. They visited, and the students who were mostly ex-MTech students did not understand or did not declare themselves as the alumni of MIT. They were in doubt. Because we have this practice of putting an alumni, MIT pin on the shirts and gifting them with a bag with an alumni logo. And when we said, if you are an alumni, this is what you get, of course the students were watching. They went out, then maybe whispered amongst one another and came back saying, sir, we were also students of MIT. But we are not sure, we were master students. I said, if you have gone through the portals of MIT, then you are MIT alumni. And that's the reason we thought we will conduct this orientation session centrally, bringing all of you here, telling you that you are now part of the league, a special league, a legacy of 66 years of excellence both in academics as well as research, and you are very well part of this particular institute, and the mighty MIT shout applies to you as well. So welcome to the portals of MIT. Please consider yourselves as the students of MIT, and henceforth whatever activities we push through the student welfare department, it applies to you, and we will expect you to participate wholeheartedly. MIT is proud not only because it's created its brand, it's created an image and a reputation thanks to all the alumni that we have.
the leaders in the world today, whether it is at the national level or at the international level, many of them belong to MIT. I need not take names, but you are all aware, from Microsoft head to the erstwhile Minister of State, Electronics and Information Technology, was also an alumnus, and there are many, many more. And we are very proud to say that we are the largest constituent unit of MAHE, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, which is, as Dr. Ravi Raja mentioned to you, an institute of eminence recognized by the Government of India. And it has got a unique distinction of being ranked by all three global ranking agencies. So QS, Times Higher Education, and Shanghai. And I'm also very proud to say that MAHE, if you look at the Times Impact Ranking, stands 15th in the world in terms of gender equality and 52nd in terms of education quality. MIT itself is very proud to say that we are accredited by the national ranking agencies and the accreditation agencies, that is NBA. All our programs are also AICTE approved, and last year all our UG programs and many of our PG programs were accredited by Institute of Engineering Technology, United Kingdom. And that puts you in a separate league once again, because these programs, when recognized by IIT UK, means that you are eligible to register yourself as chartered engineers in any country where IIT UK is recognized. So it's most of the European countries. We have a long, long list of alumni, like I said, and they are helping us, supporting us in our journey towards excellence. So whether it is in the terms of or in the form of adjunct faculty taking lectures in the classroom, supporting our research, many of the alumnus now running successful companies are giving us research projects so that our students can participate in research work. PG programs are no longer class bound. That means you are no longer limited to only theory, class notes, assessment, and you pass. There is a lot more expected out of you. So that means you are also supposed to have at least one publication when you finish your PG program, that is after 2 years. And for that, MAHE provides you the perfect ecosystem possible. You have research incentives, that means you publish a paper in your name and you get paid. You have seed money for research, and you also have conference funding. In fact, MIT was one of the first institutes under MAHE which also allowed students to use consumables for their research work with the departmental funding. And that generally applied to the MSc student, but I can see now there are a lot of requests coming from the departments, engineering departments, where MTech students too require this kind of a funding and support, and we are very happy to provide you with that. At the same time, Dr. Ravi Raja also mentioned about the advanced instrumentation facility. So whether it is the departments where the research labs are getting upgraded, or it is a central support system that is available outside, any work that you want to do, you have full support. You have the resources available, you have the facility available. All is required is an interest from your side. Let me also point out to you that when we look at student publications, in the last 2 years, we have seen a jump of 4 times in student publication in MIT. And that is something which makes us very, very proud. There is a lot of interest among the students. There are a lot of research work happening in the departments. You need to find out where you want to pitch in and contribute. So our faculty members would be very happy to share with you what they are doing. You need to just approach them, find out where you can contribute. There are some research centers we have opened. We have opened labs for researchers who have got funding from the government or from industries. You can just approach them, find out what they are doing, and if it interests you, certainly you can contribute. And these faculty members, the researchers will only be too happy to support you. These are interesting times. I'm sure all of you read newspapers and you can see that in the country today we have 1,600 global capability centers. Dr. Ravi Raja again mentioned about the median age of India. It's 28. The Indian talent is in great demand. But at the same time, these GCCs are going to employ people, those who they find fit, both in terms of knowledge as well as skill. Therefore, it is now incumbent on you to find out how you can upgrade your knowledge. We provide you all the kind of support. There are a lot of certification programs that we are running in the institute. Some of them are running free. Some of them are running at a very discounted price. For example, we have an Intel center for AI and ML, but it is placed in the mechanical engineering department. Because today AI ML is just a tool. Anybody can learn about it. You need to apply to your domain so that you can make an impact in terms of productivity and effectiveness. So this center is there. It is absolutely free for the students. So please find out more in your departments and definitely go through a retraining program. There are a lot of case studies. There are supporters, there are faculty members who have been trained and they will help you get this Intel certification. Similarly, we have cyber security certification. We have Coursera. MAHE has subscribed to thousands of Coursera courses. And even if it is not part of your curriculum, look at the list of these courses and please take those courses. It will improve your employment opportunity. We have also created a lot of flexibility. I'm very proud to say here that MIT is one of the institutes, in spite of its big size, it's been very, very flexible in changing its program, its module, its curriculum so that it suits the students and also takes care of the industry requirement. Earlier, we used to have the entire 1 year or the second year for MTech as internship or projects. We made it flexible so that it can align very well with the placement and internship opportunities that are available through our AD placement office. So the students have now the flexibility of choosing or splitting their research project or internship within 6 months or take an entire 1 year for doing internship or project work. So it's up to you how you want to choose, but the flexibility is available to you. We also have the pathway to PhD. Now please note this. MAHE supports PhD programs for MTech students. So if you're done well and you are in the top 10% of your class, you have an opportunity to directly enroll for PhD program in your second year. And you will be supported by a term or by an amount which is equivalent to the scholarship that is available to PG scholars or to PhD scholars in MAHE. So this is an excellent opportunity for you to take that leap and enroll for PhD. Not only you save time, but you also save money. We have lots of collaboration through our AD international relations or the alumni international relation. We have collaboration with global universities today. Please take advantage of that. Find out how you can benefit from this collaboration. It could be co-supervision of your research problems. It could be help from the international faculty. We have taken in almost 9 international faculty now. Very soon it is going to be 12 of them. These international faculty are coming here to MIT to engage the students, faculty members and researchers. They will be available in a year at least for 3 months or maybe some cases a little more than that. Take the benefit of their presence. Contact them and find out what you can learn through them. If you can, you're doing a research project and they can help you guide that, or if you jump into the integrated PhD program, you can get them enrolled as the co-supervisor. I think you're going to benefit a lot from their expertise. I, on behalf of entire MIT and its staff, wish all the students who join us today a very happy, productive, stimulating, and holistic learning experience. May you find joy in learning, strength in overcoming obstacles, and fulfillment in pursuing your passion. Embrace every opportunity that comes your way and make the most of your education experience in MIT campus. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and sharing the glimpses about MIT. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, we come to the end of the formal stage program. However, we have more sessions lined up for you all, which would be taken up by various authorities from MIT and MAHE. We thank our chief guest profusely for spending his valuable time with us. I request all the dignitaries on the dais to occupy the front seats in the auditorium for the remaining part of the orientation program.
Dear students, the Department of Student Affairs plays a crucial role in supporting students' well-being and fostering their growth beyond academics. We have with us today Director Student Affairs MAHE, who is also a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at MIT, Dr. Geeta Maya. May I now request her to shed more light on the activities of her office. Over to you, madam.
Very good morning to all of you, dear students. Thank you. At the outset, I would once again welcome all of you to MAHE family. You're all MAHE students. And also congratulate each one of you for taking admission in this prestigious institution of Manipal Academy of Higher Education. Since you're all PGs, don't think that you're going to concentrate only on your studies and because you're all big person, because you're all PGs. Don't think like that. From now onwards, you can participate in each and every activity which MIT is going to conduct. Of course, I'm talking from the Department of Student Affairs MAHE. Anything we conduct, you're always welcome, and you can come and help us to conduct programs in future. Yes, you have joined PG. So what is that you want to become? Of course, Dr. Somsekhar Bhatt told you what you want to become. You may become that, or entrepreneur, or maybe research you want to continue, so many other things. But how do you aim to achieve this goal? What is that you are supposed to do? You'll all say hard work, determination, concentration, sit and study, and whatever assignment, and of course now paper is very, very important. You'll work with the teachers and you'll do teamwork. That means team means one person is working and others are not working. It is not like that. So together everyone achieves more. Team is like that, T-E-A-M. So that is what you are supposed to do. Each and everyone will contribute. So teachers are going to impart their knowledge. Doesn't mean that you are going to concentrate only on that. So from your side, you have to do something more. That is called as research work. That is important. At the same time, your behavior, your people skill, your attitude, and also time management, and teamwork, I told you, and also a bit of luck. So all these parameters lead to a success. Am I right? Yes. Attitude is important. Attitude is, once again, I'm going to tell each and every session I tell that. It's a small word, but it makes a big difference. Soft attitude operates strong relation. If you have to excel in your studies or whatever you want to do, you have to have good attitude and you have to have patience. Patience is, it is very difficult, or the hardest test in our life is the patience to wait for right moment. So we have to wait for right moment, but that is not we are doing. So dear students, don't have to worry for anything. So there will be difficulties, difficult roads lead to, I can say, beautiful destination. So that you have to think and you have to move ahead. That is important. So excellence is necessary, it is not an option. So that's why, so you have to concentrate on all these parameters. This is, Department of Student Affairs, MAHE. This is my team. Comprises 4 campuses, Manipal, Bangalore and Jamshedpur. And with me, there are 4 deputies here, Manipal 3 and Bangalore 1, and 1 each for Bangalore as well as Jamshedpur. Department of Student Affairs is a single point of contact. Whenever students are in problems, they would approach. These are the problems or maybe challenges that would interfere their academic progress. Then what is that they are supposed to do? They have to make use of necessary support system. So we have here for all the students of MAHE, when they are in difficulty, they can come and they can approach us and we would help them. We would support them. So main objectives of our department are student concerns are addressed with need-based counseling, and we provide holistic health care, and their grievances are effectively redressed with an efficient redressal mechanism. You all now completed your UG, now you are going to do your PG. So that means there are so many other responsibilities. So you already, started, working on own, when you are doing your UG. So now you have to continue with this. So this is something little bit different because in your class you'll find only 25 or 30 students, not like 60 or 70 students that used to be, right? So what you have to do is you have to observe decorum in class as well as outside. So whenever you have to represent your college, you have to do that. So you have to observe, dress code also. That's important. And you will be given ID card that is to be there with you always. You have to eat well because most of as we grow, what we do is we, concentrate only on responsibilities. We will neglect our health, that we are not supposed to do that. You have to be fit enough to study means you have to eat nutritious meals at proper timings. That is important. Have to have your breakfast, lunch and dinner at proper timings. Don't neglect that. Don't eat junk food. Try to eat always, very good food. That's important. If at all you're not well, we have Kasturba Hospital and we have Student Health Clinic in Kasturba Hospital. Even here also on campus, we have Student Health Clinic. You can make use of that facility available over there. And you have to have with you, if you have to go to hospital, you have to have with your ID card. You have to produce that ID card. This acts as Medicare always. So you have to show that ID card, then only you can avail all the facilities. From day one, you are eligible, but only thing is right now you don't have ID card, but you can show your admission order. And of course, it is, if required, appointment booking also may be done. That is Student Health Clinic. You can call them and tell them. So this health clinic is functioning in all days except on Sundays, MAHE holidays, and on third Saturdays. Okay. So here, since there is a Student Health Clinic here on campus, please make use of that particular health clinic. Since you're all PGs, you're concentrating your studies, research work, teamwork, so many things. And of course, you have to get relaxed. So your mind should be stronger than emotions. So how are you going to do that? involve yourself in sports or games or, some extracurricular activities. See, most of the, I can tell, fests here at MAHE are national or of national repute. Here we have Revels and Tech Fest. It's going to come in the month of October, so you can participate in that. So that is very, very important. Better, you can give your research paper, you can present that before the committee, all those things you can do. At the same time, we have at MAHE Intercollegiate Cultural Fest named Utsav. So that is, we conduct every, in the month of April, second week of April. So maximum prize winning, college is going to lift the trophy. So students from various institutions of MAHE, they participate. So which enable them, that particular fest enable them to immerse themselves in MAHE Manipal spirit, and which casts a lifelong reminiscence. This, April we won, or MIT won the cup. So next time also we are going to, MIT is going to win. Only if you are going, your support is going to be there. I'm sure that you'll all support. Student Welfare Department, Dr. Purnima is here, and just please kindly raise Purnima. She's Associate Director, So whatever you want, you can go and speak to her and her team. There are 4 other members, they are not here. Dr. Manjunath, Dr. Rajesh, Dr. Diana, and Dr. Ashwini. Okay, these are all, these 5 members, they are very good. They have got genuine interest, or I can say care towards, the students. So that's why any problem you can go there, and anything you are experts, maybe in your dance or anything, you can just go and share with her, and she would show you the direction, where exactly you are supposed to go. If at all interested, not interested in all cultural, so you can make use of, our ground, so for sports, or you can go for walk. That's the best exercise. Why I'm telling all these things, it is very, very important that you have to get relaxed, or your mind should be relaxed. So how are you going to do that? And then we have a yoga department, very good, good professions are working there, and they are going to train students. So, and of course, we conduct so many times yoga sessions, students participate there. So you can also join yoga department for, 10 days or some 15 days, they will teach you some yoga. And I assure you that by means of doing breathing exercises, you can always be positive and energetic, and also it enhances your learning component. And you can do meditation for 10 to 15 minutes in your room. So that would help you, to come out of all the thought or negativity. Initially, when we do that, we think that, okay, what kind of thoughts which we are going to get, which we really don't want. But that will come for 5 days or 6 days, then later on, you really, you'll be very, very happy to do that. So see to it that you do all those things. And of course, if at all not interested in any sports or games or anything, so we have a swimming pool. You can, if you don't know swimming, you can go and, learn swimming. That we can do. MIT swimming pool is there, even at Marina also. It's a indoor sports complex, various kinds of sports and games available over there. So you can go and explore the complex. And of course, Dr. Rana sir said, more than 80 clubs here at MIT. So overall, more than 100 clubs at MAHE. So depending on the interest, their interest, students are joining. So you can think about joining the clubs. And of course, so your priority is your education. And we have here at MIT as well as MAHE, student support team. So what does this particular team, do? So this particular team, or you can say members of this particular club, so what they are going to do is they are going to identify the students who are having problems, and then they would tell us, because these are the students, they need support. That they do. And also they conduct, several activities based on the need of our topics. So very soon in the month of October, it's going to be Mental Health Awareness Week. So you all know that mental health is very, very important, is as important as physical health. So both, is required. So we have to concentrate on both. So one without another, doesn't exist. So we are going to conduct, some activities in the month of October, it's second week of October. So during marathon, walkathon, workshop, so many activities in every institutions they do, even, centrally we are going to do that. And this SSC team is going to organize that marathon. So you all can be part of that particular activity. And we have even a Nashamukt club here at MIT as well as MAHE. So main objective of this club is to identify the students who are having the problems and students who want to come out of, all this, they are into substance abuse or anything. So they can come out, so they can tell us so that we support them to come out of that. Okay. And we have Evolve Club, to promote Indian culture. And we have peer support club that I already told you, this like SST only. In every institution of MAHE we have this. Students really who are interested in helping their peers, so they are identified and they are trained by us, and they are the ones, they are going to help us, to identify the students they need support. And we have Philately and Numismatic Club. If really you are interested in collecting stamps or coins, you can join this particular club. So every month we conduct, meeting. For the benefit of our students, we have been conducting several awareness programs, Gender Champion Program, Gender Sensitization Program, empowering educators, and of course workshops or awareness program to curb the menace of drugs, and so many other programs. I've listed very few of them here. And we have an efficient redressal mechanism. I've already told you, if at all any problems or anything, you can go and speak to your authorities or your college, your department HODs, they would help you. Or you can go to student welfare department here, Purnima and her team, so they are there to help you. Or else you can put on the, you can post your grievance on the website or whatever link is provided over there, and this is going to be shared with among all of you. So Dr. Purnima is going to do that. Any overture you feel that this is not acceptable, then we are there with you, don't have to worry. If it is unwanted, then it is harassment. So people think that, so many people, they don't know what amounts to sexual harassment. So it is something offensive, intimidating and humiliating. It may be verbal or in person or online. So these are all the things, we have to, really take care. So you feel that something, it is not going to go properly, then you have to warn that person. If it is repeated, then it is your duty to come and tell us, or to whom you feel comfortable with, and they would help you where exactly to go. We have at MAHE Internal Complaints Committee to deal with this kind of cases. And of course there is a mail ID and phone number. If it requires, you can make use of these two, or you can come and talk to me in person, or you can go and talk to Dr. Purnima. So once again, I repeat, this is not gender specific, this is for all, okay? And we don't recommend vehicle for our students because everything is nearby. See to it that if at all you have to make use of road safety measures, documents you have to have with you always, proper documents, that is your own documents. And if at all you have to make use of vehicle and your road safety measures such as helmet, seat belt, see to it that you are going to wear that. We have so many, picnic or tourist spots here in and around Manipal, but we don't recommend our students to venture out because even expert swimmers couldn't, stand that currents in these waters. So please be away from all those things because your life is so precious to all of us. So we know that anything if you do on social media, or I can say if you are not using social media judiciously, then it is a crime and it is punishable under IT Act. So here what I wanted you to know is, it is a good way to communicate with all, we have to be there on social media, doesn't mean that we are going to misuse that. So people, what they do is they don't eat food, they'll be on social media or mobile. Once one class is over, finished, then we will be taking our mobile and seeing what actually, how many messages, how many this, all those things. I have to forward this message to someone now, this video, okay, to my friends. Because I have got a long list of friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, and so on. So it is not about having long list of friends on WhatsApp or Twitter or on social media, dear students. It is about having one good friend that person would help you whenever you are in difficulty. That you have to think. So why I am saying all this, because, people are not, or I can say, caution we have to, whenever we see some content or whatever video or whatever, they are not exercising caution regarding the content or the messages of video or whatever they want to forward. They will not have patience, simply they forward. I don't want that, you to do, because you're all a little bit grown up, you know that. So see to it that you'll exercise caution regarding the content of the messages that you forward or send to your friends or anyone. Okay, so please be away from posting some derogatory remarks or objectionable materials on social media. So MAHE takes this matter very seriously. At the same time, please don't reveal your personal information or OTP or your friends' personal information or your teachers or whoever, like whom you know very well. See to it that you would not do that. This is not applicable from you. I'm sure that it is zero tolerance to ragging. MAHE doesn't tolerate this. I wanted you to respect this. This is a worldwide problem, doesn't mean that MAHE tolerates this. This is a deadly affliction, young children falling prey to this particular thing. This is considered as negative coping technique. Initially, students will have small problem and they are not dealt with, means they will have stress, and that implies anxiety and then depression. Then there are some students, they would direct them, come, we'll do this, that and all. So these are all the negative coping techniques, dear students. So don't think that, there is nothing. We have, enough support system for our students. So that is why I'm telling you, please be away from all those things. This is just like a chakravyuha. And of course, challenges are there everywhere. So whatever you do, there will be a challenge. So you don't consider these challenges are barriers. So what we are supposed to do is we have to convert these challenges to opportunities for growth and learning. So how are you going to do that? So whenever you feel that there is something is happening in you, you can come and tell us. There is a necessary support system that would help you. So how many people, they will take their existing support system and they will move forward. And there are some people, they think that there is no light at the end of the tunnel. So then they will land into trouble. So we don't want that to happen in your case. So what is that you have to do? You are supposed to come and talk to us. There is a necessary support system. If at all you are staying in hostel caretakers, wardens, and of course chief wardens, so they are there to help you. And if you are staying outside, we are going to give you all the numbers, so you can go, just important numbers, go through that, and in case of emergency, you can make use of those numbers. And we have hospital support 24/7, ambulance facility. In case any student gets admitted, we get hospitalization alert message, so that our counselors, they go and speak to them. And in case, then we inform single point of contact. So they are the ones, they would help, they would find the faculty concerned and then help the students. So that's why, and also we have anonymous reporting system. Students who really want, support other students, they see them and they don't want their names to be, informed to us, because some students, they don't like, their friends knowing them having some problems. That's why these people, what do? They just, write the students, they really require their help, and that data would come to us, and then our counselors, of course, all administrators together, will help that particular student. And of course, we have peer support I told you already, and we have MAHE support system. Mainly I wanted you to know about this particular thing. MAHE student counselor, they are nerve of our support system, or I can say, so whatever you go and speak to them, it is going to be kept confidential, and you all will feel comfortable, and also they'll see to it that students will be out of anxiety or stress. So I wanted all of you to, in case you have any problems, it is nothing wrong in going and speaking to them. You have to, I urge you to take this particular help, so because it is very much required to move on. And our counselors are available at all these spaces, and we have 2 rooms here at MIT. So in AB1 you can find out 2 rooms. So from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Counselors are going to be there, and 2 of them, we have now 7 counselors, and 2 more counselors are going to join us very soon. Yeah, you can have a look at them. See, there are 6 counselors now, right now you can see, and 3 more counselors are going to join very soon. In case our students require, professional support, our counselors are going to, advise our students to take, help from this department. That is, student support center and clinical psychology department, psychiatry department of Kasturba Hospital. And even this is for our PG students, we have done this life skills course. It is mandatory for all UG students, first year students, because accepting the failure is very, very poor. So that's why we thought if they can go through this, they would know what exactly they are supposed to do. And this particular curriculum, it's a 6-credit curriculum, and that involves all the coping techniques. So if at all you are also interested, you can also go through nothing wrong in all these things. We are going to roll out this for our UG students very soon. I don't know what is this, not displaying. Forget it. See, we have been conducting several activities for the students of MAHE. All these activities, awareness programs, talks or whatever. So what we do is we, compile and, release in the form of newsletter. Our newsletter is known as, Hiteshi. And we are all, on social media, Instagram, LinkedIn, and then Twitter, as well as Facebook and YouTube also. So whatever we have done, we have posted on YouTube also. So what you can do is you can subscribe our YouTube, so what programs we have done, you can go through that, what we are going to do it for student community, you'll not miss out. And these are all this, I don't know what's happening with the system, so I am not able to see that entire slide. That's okay. So you can just have a look at this. We have emergency points of contact in that. So not only my number, my deputies, even my counselors, as well as campus safety head number is also projected. And in addition to the numbers which you are going to be given, Dr. Purnima is going to give you. And this is some other important numbers which already I have projected before. You can just have a look at this. And this is very, very important. In case of emergency, you can make use of these numbers. So finally, dear students, you are here to study. So you have to excel in your studies, extend your limits, challenge your capabilities, take part in as many activities you can. At the same time, you are not supposed to lose your track. And I urge you to remain a kind of person your parents want you to be. So this is what exactly from my side. So I wish you happy and fruitful stay here at MAHE Manipal. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable guidance. Understanding the academic structure and processes is vital for your success in your academic career. I now invite Dr. Ravi Prakash, Associate Director, Academics and Additional Professor, Department of Physics, MIT, to elaborate on the academic matters at MIT.
Respected dignitaries, dear parents and students, very good morning to all of you. Warm welcome to all the newly admitted students of MTech and also their parents to mighty MIT family. I could hear some disturbance when some presentations were going on because you are all tired, I guess. Some in between, they started talking in between. Even though some very important instructions were given, it's fine. You are yet to adjust to the new campus. That's fine. All of you take a deep breath. Dear students, take deep breath and relax. Once again, take a deep breath and relax. Still you are not energized. All of you please stand up once. Keep your bag down. Keep your mobile down. Keep it in your pocket. Take a deep breath once again. Okay? Just follow me. Just follow me, okay? You have to clap like this, not like this. Not like Amitabh Bachchan, okay? You should, like this, you have to clap, okay? Yes. Your fingers, no, you should touch each other, right, properly, right? Okay, it's acupressure to energize ourselves, okay? Yeah. Fast. Fast. Rub your fingers properly. Rub your hand. Yeah. Thoroughly. Fast. Still fast. Take your energy to your eyes. Please sit. Orientation will be incomplete without academic orientation. This is very important. You have a lot of facilities here, right? Wonderful, excellent talk given by Dr. Raviraja NS. How actually, what are the very important, what is the present challenge and what are the very important skills you have to focus on that. We give every option to facilitate your learning. Ultimately, our sincere effort will be on to see that you become really employable. So very seriously, we have to look into employability now. Before I begin with my academic presentation, let me tell you very important, serious matter. One, you need to take it very carefully, that you want to become employable means what are the very important you need to have. Of course, your degree, you are coming here to for MTech degree. Knowledge, that is a measure of knowledge. Of course, with the MTech degree, you may not fetch a very good job, remember. Of course, the brand value matters a lot. Your certificate will have very high value because our flexible curriculum, lot of very important experiential learning you will have here. But next, knowledge is not sufficient. Just your MTech degree is not sufficient. Somebody said, you want to sell your pizza. This knowledge, whatever your degree, MTech degree is just like a pizza base. Just pizza base, you cannot sell it. You want to sell your pizza, you should have a multiple layers, toppings. That is by, what are those? Your skills and attitude. So you need to focus very much on what Raviraja NS sir said. Basically, very important is you have to focus on skills. How I can make myself employable. And also your attitude, your learnability, ability to learn. You need not be good in everything. You should be good at least in one thing. Learnability, adaptability, ability to adjust with the difficult situations, ability to face the difficulties and bounce back with the higher energy. The very big important thing is we have a fear of failure. So you should be able to face the difficulty and come back with a higher energy. So every struggle, no, it should make you very strong. So whenever you face a struggle, you should thank God that I am facing a struggle. That means I am getting a lot of equal opportunity for me to prove myself. To prove myself, okay, that's a great opportunity what I am getting. Please understand this. Your attitude, yeah. Your learnability, adaptability, I said, please think how we can enhance this knowledge, skills and attitude so that I am really become employable. MIT gives immense opportunity for you to grow. We facilitate your real learning. We give you, just like I said the other day, we have a coffee powder, we have a tea powder, we have Bonvita, Horlicks, if you wish, okay. We have multiple options we give. And we kept milk, sugar, everything. Okay. Lot of options. See, experiential link, campus with a multiple opportunity for you. It is all depends on how you mix it. Your taste depends on how you mix it. Okay, you want to have a mocktail or cocktail or whatever, mix it, coffee, tea, all that is all up to you. Finally, your taste depends on how you mix it. Try to understand this. So make use of the facilities with this mind. All it depends on you. We facilitate your learning. We have multiple options. Our curriculum does that. Flexible curriculum. Okay. So now I begin really. Why I told all these? Because to energize yourself, because you will have to bear with me another 20 minutes. Yes. Another 20 minutes, because academic regulation, though you should not forget and you should not think that, oh, I was not aware of it. We cannot say then afterwards. This is there on the portal, okay. I'll share you the link also, okay. All these important academic regulations will be made available. It is there on the portal also, okay. Then you cannot say that, oh, I didn't know this and this is what I'm coming into deep in trouble now. Don't come to my office with that sad note, okay. Right. So content of my presentation include academic calendar, credit-based system, attendance regulations, evaluation process, examination system, academic progression, and one important student life cycle management system, SLCM, student life cycle management system. So we have a very good practice that we define the rule of the game at the beginning. We tell what are the assessment plan. We put everything well in advance. Have you seen this calendar anywhere? Outside? Okay, today is your first day, right? Yeah. So you go to any department, most of the department notice board, this calendar is put. Don't take the photo now. Okay. This is not a very good quality one now. Okay. You take the best quality photo. Okay. Brightness, you improve that. Okay. Take the photo nicely. Keep a calendar copy within your mobile phone, always. Keep a copy, don't delete that, okay. It's very, very important. This academic calendar captures each and every important activities we conduct. Almost all the important activities are captured. When is the deadline for what? When is a midterm exam? When our end semester exam? When there is a re-registration? When there is a makeup evaluation? Most of the important activities, including our Tech Tattva, Revels, Manipal Entrepreneurship Summit, all important activities are captured. Take a photo of that and don't wait for somebody, faculty to announce in the class. Okay, just keep a watch on this. Okay, weekly once you just quickly glance, okay, this week what are the important, or next week what are the important events are happening here. Okay. So please keep a watch on this, okay? You're right. Some of the very, very important activities we have in terms of academics. So July 29th, yeah, today is orientation, and there may be some department level orientation also may happen. Depends on your department. They may conduct 1 or 2 days orientation at the department level also. Then there will be otherwise, there will be definitely classes from tomorrow, right? Then midterm exam. This is there on the calendar. Midterm exam. Then last instructional day for the faculty to wind up classroom teaching. Classroom teaching. That is November 14th. And end semester exam will be there from November 19th to December 2nd. Don't forget that we have a wonderful option that, see, look at the transparency what we follow here at MIT. Within, see, December 2nd, your exam over, right? December 4th, within just 2 days, you will be able to see most of your answer papers, evaluated answer papers on the, right? You can visit your department, MTech programs, right? So you can have a look at how you have performed. Then there is no problem of then. You can ask there only. You can put your grievances in a prescribed form. It will go for revaluation immediately before publishing the result. Before publishing the result, this is the one unique at MIT. Before publishing the result, we show the marks to the student. And you can put your grievances there. So look at the transparency what we follow. Okay. Then there is a commencement. Yeah, there will be a small vacation, about some 20 days vacation, right? You can do some internship during that time. You can enjoy the vacation provided if you do not fail in any of the subjects. Okay. If you fail, then there will be a makeup exam in between comes. You just check the calendar. Nobody dream now about failing, right? Why? Right. Okay. Coming to credit-based system, I'm sure all of you know what is credit now because you are MTech students, right? How many of you have not heard about the credit system? It's okay. No problem. Raise your hand. It's okay. Hardly one or two. Okay, right. Yes. We follow 10-point credit system. Every course has, let me explain very, very, very basic level. Okay. Every subject has certain fixed number of credits. Okay. Every subject has certain fixed number of credits. If you pass in that subject, that particular credit is credited to your account. Will be credited to your account. Okay. One subject, for example, subject 1. Okay. Weekly, faculty engages 3 hours. 3 hours per week. Then the credit for that particular subject is 3. Suppose a subject is engaged for 4 hour theory classes, 4 hours per week. Credits is 4. Some subjects in MTech has a structure like this. Okay, some subject. If we call it as a theory, but it is combined with the practicals. See there, 3, 0, 2, 4. Credit is 4 because of lab hours 2. Lab hours 2 means it will be considered as 1. 2 or 3 it will be, credit is usually 1. Most of the courses, most of the labs. Okay. Theory, contact hours. Look at that. Contact hours defines the credit. Okay. So every semester has certain fixed number of credit, depends on how many theory subjects, how many labs you have. All these will be given in your department level. You will come to know, okay. Or you can meet your department coordinator. They will be telling you for each programs, okay, how many credits in the first semester, second semester, all that. There may be small variation. Okay. Right. So you need to complete all the subjects, including labs, to go to, actually you are supposed to clear all the subjects to go to next year. You are supposed to. Okay. So try to clear all the subjects. Okay. Then all those credits is credited to your account. Okay. Irrespective of the grade. Irrespective of you got A plus or A or B or C or D or E. Not F. F means fail. I is incomplete. I grade means incomplete. Suppose a student could not write the exam due to some unfortunate reasons. Okay. We give chance during the makeup exam. I'll come to that. Okay. Don't worry. Right. So MTech programs at a glance total 75 credits. Program duration, all of you know, it's 2 years. So these are the split up for those credits, and you know, project work, 25 credits for that. Minimum 36 weeks there, right? So third and fourth semester, second year, you will have a project work. Then there is very, very important, I think Dr. Shukra will be presenting what are the research options, all that. He will also emphasize on that. Very important for you is there is a requirement, mandatory publication. either in a journal or an indexed some conference. Publication is a mandatory to get a degree. Okay, so you will be start working even from second semester you can start. Okay, so you will have to have one publication. Okay, yes. So we have a flexible curriculum. What we do is once in 4 years we do a major change in the curriculum as per the requirement of industry standard or academy standard. So whenever there is a requirement, we are open to any positive change. We ask, we invite industry experts, we invite premier institute academy people, professors, and we also invite the students to curriculum conclave so that we have a discussion, deliberation, and we come up with a revised curriculum once in 4 years. Even whenever we require, we make a small minor changes, even without waiting for a curriculum conclave too. Ultimately, again I said, our sincere effort will be there always on to see that our students really learn, they acquire knowledge, skills and attitude to make them really employable. Okay. So any good ideas if you have, you can walk into your HOD or associate directors. Okay. We are open for any changes, positive changes you would like to. So that finally our effort is always to make the students really employable. Okay. So there is an attendance regulation. Yes, everything will be off if there is no discipline. So we give utmost importance to academic discipline. There is a dress code, there is an institute, mobile phone policy, all that. Okay, and also we have a strict attendance regulation. We know that students do not learn only in the classrooms, but we have experienced, even all of you agree during the corona time, how the online classes, how much you learn. Right? Yeah. So we very much emphasize on the attendance. That is 75% attendance is in all the subjects mandatory. Please note. Don't come to my office where I have a shortage of 2 attendance, 3 attendance, faculty is not giving. Nothing can. Okay. Unless you have a prolonged illness, okay, unfortunately you have something happened, okay, beyond your control, something, okay. In such cases, we give 10% relaxation. With the you have to submit necessary evidence. Original certificates you have to submit. 10% extra relaxation up to 65% is allowed. Provided you submit, okay, necessary evidence to your HOD. HOD will approve it. Okay. If you don't get a minimum 75% attendance, then you will be getting a DT grade. What is this DT grade? Is detained. Not eligible to appear for makeup exam. Sorry, not eligible to write for end semester exam. Not eligible to write for, not even end semester also makeup. Not eligible. You have to sit again in that particular subject with your juniors. Be careful. Okay. So, you should not miss any of the classes. 75%. Okay, if you have small headache, stomach ache, all that, no, the 25% will take care. Okay. 25%. If 3 credit course, 36 hours, 9 classes, you can bunk. You should not bunk. Okay. In the sense, if you miss those classes because of your whatever other reasons, okay, I don't call it as a silly, okay, headache, all that, no, cold, fever, all that should be taken care of within 25%. Some students come to our office that, correct, no, yes, 75%, okay. So they want even for small reasons also, sir, the medical certificate is there for fever, stomach ache, all that, right? Then what is this 25% is given? That is for me to enjoy. Should not be? Okay. So, if suppose you got a DT grade or not eligible grade, then you will have to re-register course along with the regular semester whenever the subject is offered in the next. Okay. Right. Coming to evaluation process, this is a very important point you must note. So, in semester assessment for all the courses it is 50 marks. End semester 50, total 100. For every sub-course, we call subject as course, okay. And we call your M.Tech in thermal science, M.Tech in CAD, M.Tech in computer science and information security, whatever, right? We call those are programs. Okay, program means MTech in this particular. That's called programs. Okay, not course. Course means theory, those theory and practical subjects are referred as course. Course is uniquely represented by course code. Whenever you write some communication, no, to higher ups, you must mention your registration number and course code. Please note this. Course code is a must. Course represents, okay, if it is offered from mechanical, there is a mechatronics. There is a code. First 3 alphabet represents for us. It's easy for us to identify. Just like your registration number. All of you got your registration number? Most of you got? Okay, you will get it? Yeah, if you not got? Okay. It starts from 2409. What is the 24 stands for? Year of admission. 09 stands for? Institute code for MIT. It is under MAHE, you belong to MIT. 09. Next to 2 digit, what does it indicate? Any idea? Which MTech program you belong to. Next 3 is your unique number. So, every student has a uniquely represented by a registration number. Similarly, a course has a unique number, course code. Okay? Remember. So, when you are communicating to HOD or anything, course code and your registration number must be there. Okay? In any form, right? So, end semester examination, 50 marks. Midterm exam, there will be 30 marks. Quizzes and assignments altogether 20 marks. Okay. There will be multiple components. 3 to 4 components will be there. That depends on your MTech program, your department level orientation, or they will tell you, the department coordinator will tell you, okay, how they split up for these assignments. We are very much focusing on continuous assessments. So it is not that quizzes are conducted only one day and a test. No, multiple days. Okay. Maximum you can skip one of that. Out of 4 components, 1 you can skip. Your average marks, average marks, remaining 3 will be given, provided you have a genuine reason. Okay, right. We follow relative grading system for most of the subjects. So this is a letter grade value, letter grades we mentioned, and also the grade, all these you are well versed with, you know, right? I need not emphasize much on this. There is one, our director was telling about some certificate courses, some additional courses you can do. Multiple options you have. Don't just be happy with your MTech degree. Okay. Do some additional courses. Coursera. Coursera is a wonderful opportunity. University has invested several crores to facilitate your learning. Some best courses offered by abroad universities, professors are available in Coursera. Okay, wait for some time, you will get the Coursera licenses. We need some time to issue the licenses. Then you can start learning at your pace. Whenever you are free, you will be able to learn that. Make use of that so that you can enhance your skills. Okay, focus on some very, very good courses which will enhance your real skills and attitude. Okay, right. So, end semester exam is mandatory. There is for PG students, 20 marks out of 50 is a must to clear the subject, to pass out of 50, minimum is there. And the end semester, this is a minimum, and together it is 100 marks, no? There also there will be minimum cutoff. That depends on the relative performance. There will be a cutoff for, okay. Cutoff may go up to 45, 46, 49 out of 100. So even if you get here 20, suppose subject is very easy, all the students are performing very well, then the cutoff may go up to 49, not 50. 50 means definitely E grade. Okay. So there is a rule. Okay. So you should perform very well in the even in semester, midterm and assessment, other assignment and quizzes also. Not only the end semester exam, because we are all get adjusted to last minute preparation. Nowadays children, not me. Okay. So nowadays children, you don't prepare a last minute preparation. Yeah. Correct? Then there will be a problem. Okay. So makeup examination will be conducted. So we conduct once in regular exam, then makeup exam. Every semester only twice. Don't come up with that request that I had some medical issue, one more exam. This is not a vegetable market. Whenever you wish to come and say, please give me exam. Not possible. It's a 10,000 students campus here. Faculty are engaged with one or other activity here. So we cannot conduct a separate exam for especially for you, whatever the reason may be. We conduct only once regular, once makeup in a semester. That's all. Okay. So you try to clear the subject in the regular exam itself. Okay. Suppose unfortunate reason you missed, then we will be getting a I grade. You missed the exam due to some very genuine reason. Of course, you have to prove that. Okay. Then you will be eligible to appear for makeup exam. No, those who cleared will not get an opportunity. Okay. There is no improvement chance. Once you clear, over that subject. Don't take one more. Oh, this subject is very thrilling, so I will learn once again. Don't do that. Okay. You can learn so many other additional subjects other than that. Okay. Right. So subject with F grade is eligible, to only C grade. F grade, once already you failed. Okay. To avoid, some students plan to fail. You know that? Some students plan to fail because I will choose the subjects, 3 subjects later, 3 subjects I will learn here. For them there is a restriction. We will put you only, your grade will be capped to C, whatever your performance. Okay, once intentionally failing, okay, F grade, then you will write, aram se, you will read for 10-15 days, you will get time, no? You will read and you will write during the makeup exam, selectively some subjects. That option is not there. So that's why we give this one, capped to C. I grade, incomplete because some genuine reason, you are eligible to get actual grade. Okay. So there is an option, I already mentioned, paper seeing, revaluation. So don't miss that answer script view option. I think all of you know this about GPA and CGPA. Yes or no? Good. Okay. GPA, grade point average. What is the formula? Formula? Summation CI divided by summation CI. Correct? C means credit. One subject has a 4 credit. You got A plus. What is in the numerator then? For particular, C into G. You got A plus means grade value is 10, right? That particular course has 4 credit. 4 into 10, how much? 40. Similarly, you calculate for each subject like that and summation. Sum up all that. Divided by summation C means total number of all the credits, add that. Only the credits you add. Okay. That will give you your GPA. CGPA is a cumulative grade till after second semester. All together total credits how much, right? So all together it's called cumulative grade point average. You just check in the Google, you will get all the information. Okay, it's very simple. Okay. Yes, this is the minimum credit requirement to go to second year. 40 credits. Denominator is big, okay. Don't think that, okay. You'll have to get a minimum 40 credits to go to second year. Otherwise, you'll be put on academic probation. It's serious. Okay. You have something like 4 or 5 subjects pending. Then you cannot go to next. You cannot start the project. The problem is you have so many subjects pending. So many backpacks, you are trying to climb up the ladder. So, sorry. Please clear those luggage and then move up. Okay. So that's why clear those subjects, so you'll get put on academic probation and clear those subjects and then move on. Okay, that's the policy. Nobody can change that. Okay, unless we come up with a new policy till then. Okay, right. So access to portal, SLCM, Student Lifecycle Management. I'm coming to the last part of that. Okay, so last part of my presentation. slcm.manipal.edu is a web or a portal where you can see your attendance, your marks, okay, where you can see your credentials, contacts, updation, all that, your records, timetable, attendance, important notification, even paying for course fee from next year, no? Yeah, course fee. You can do there. There is a link. You can click on that, you can pay the fees also. Such an option is also there. SLCM, okay? Even you can apply for bona fide certificate, you can apply for transcript, okay, through this SLCM portal. Those who are parents, you can also have credentials. You will be getting a separate login credentials to watch or monitor the students' records like attendance and marks. Oh, is it for MTech? Yes, we have that option. Yes, parents can monitor the students' attendance and marks. They have separate login credentials, okay, which will be given to their registered email ID once you complete your SLCM registration process. That will be conducted at a department level, right? Okay. Coming to the important last but one slide, important links and contacts. Note down this. So any academic regulation, if you have some doubts, no? Yeah, it's not just BTech, even MTech also, it's available there. Just click on MIT, manipal.edu/MIT/program list, then you will get all the programs, including MTech, where you can see your placement statistics, where you have all academic regulations, syllabus, everything, okay? So if you have any other concerns, any queries, no? I'm not going to take a Q&A today, okay? So you can, the first point of contact for you is your department coordinator or the subject faculty or else head of the department. If there nothing is solved there, still you have doubt, then only you come to academic section or EADA, my office. Our doors are open. Okay, we are approachable, accessible, available, but try to understand we have 10,000 students campus. For small reasons, it should be sorted at your department level. Don't come to my office. Then I'll ask the concerned HOD and concerned why the students are coming here. Then you will also face difficulty. Right now. So try to avoid unnecessary, for small reason, don't come to my office. Okay? Right. Because we have to manage a lot of other things. Right. Otherwise, I'll not get any time for any new initiative, new policy, new guideline, new initiatives to float. Okay. So I hope you can understand. So with that, before I close, I would like to stress on one important point. Your success depends on your choice, and more than the choice, your thought patterns. Your thought patterns decides your destiny. How many of you read the book written by Joseph Murphy, The Power of Subconscious Mind? Anybody read? The Power of Subconscious Mind. Anybody? Oh, at least one. Only one. Two. Then? Three. Okay. The Power of Subconscious Mind. All depends on your mindset. Lord Krishna said, Yad bhavam tad bhavati. Your thoughts will decide your destiny. That's what Raviraja sir was telling. Yeah. Manaha eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. Manaha eva, your manas, your thoughts will decide your destiny. Immense opportunity, options are given at MIT. All depends on how you optimally, how you judiciously use it. I wish you all a very happy learning journey ahead. Thank you for your kind attention. All the best.
Thank you, sir, for that thorough presentation on the academics of MIT. Ladies and gentlemen, research and consultancy are integral parts of any academic journey. To shed more light on the matter and discuss the research and consultancy opportunities available to you at MIT, I invite the Associate Director, Research and Consultancy and Professor, Department of Physics, Dr. Ashok Rao. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, it's still good morning, so I thought that maybe it may be afternoon when I start. So I think all of you are busy from 9:30 and tired also. But remember that research is equally important, and as Dr. Ravi Prakash told, that there is a mandatory publication requirement. So don't worry about that. We have a very good ecosystem, and we are there to help you. So I will throw some light on that later. So what I will be talking about would be, maybe research may not be very new for you, but still, what is research? We have some policies on research. We have some ethical issues in research, and then research facilities. Now we can define research and we can describe research as well. So research is the systematic approach in obtaining and confirming new and reliable knowledge. Because it is very important that in research, the knowledge should be new and it should be reliable. I give some knowledge and it is not reliable, it is disproved, it is not research. Remember, it's a creative process. What kind of things? You require some good imagination. It is not a dream, but good imagination, initiative. In research, your teacher cannot force you. There is no syllabus for that. You have to have initiatives. Then intuition. Intuition is very important. When I do some experiment, when I do some programming, I should have an intuition. I should know that, okay, the result may be something like that. Then curiosity. I'm sure that when you were in undergrad, you were more curious. Before that, when you were in PUC or class 12th, you were more curious. When you were very young, maybe in class 5, you were more curious. So I feel that the curiosity should not go. And research is something which will make you curious, and it will make you curious to know more. Now, just in a nutshell, to tell you what is research. So, we always start with what is called a question, or we say problem statement. So, you'll have a problem statement. Say, take for example, maybe in mechanical engineering, you may have a problem statement. There may be two parameters. It could be efficiency of an engine. In electronics, it can be, say, amplification of a circuit. Or maybe in computer science, you may have some reliability of your results, or whatever it is. I will have a question that, does something depend on some parameter? And that is my question. The questions can come from industries also, because whenever industries come here, they say, we have problem statements, but we don't have people to solve that. So they may have a problem, they want to solve some problem, and maybe they don't have much time for that, so they would like our help. And I will also later tell you that young minds are always the best. So a mind like me will not be as good as you people are. So young minds are always good. So we will have the problem statement. Once I have the problem statement, I know what are my goals. So I know that I want to increase the efficiency of an engine, or I would like to make an amplified circuit with an amplification of something, or maybe the reliability of my program, 99% accurate. See, for example, across the road we have the medical college, and many of the medical college faculty, they will not be having much time because they have too many patients, and technically they will not be sound. So they would like the engineers to help them. Now, you make some program for them, or maybe you analyze some data, you digitize that, and then they want to see that again. They want that the accuracy of what you do should be good, so that the results are reliable. So you do something, and 50% of the cases the doctor fails, the doctor cannot use that. So there is a reliability in that. So we must know what are our goals. Then when you know what are the goals, we want to plan it. How do I do that? So in an experimental work, you would like to plan whether I would like to go in for a solid state process, or I should take some chemical route, or I want to make composites, or whatever you want to do. So you have the plan or design, and then you do some experiments or do some theoretical work, you get results, you generate results, analyze them, interpret them, draw conclusions, and that ends the result. But if the conclusions are not good, maybe we had some issue with the problem, we can go back and we can go in this circle. Then the question is, why research? Why should you do research? And especially at postgraduate level, research is important. The reason is that you can get the existing knowledge from books. Yeah, that's fine. That may be 5th edition or 8th edition. But research is a creative work undertaken to enhance the existing knowledge, or it can be even new knowledge. Many a times the knowledge can be new. Sometimes what you do research can be expansion of some past work, and research projects can be used to help additional knowledge of a topic. So keeping all these in mind, research is important. Now the question is, what kind of research do we do? So typically we have two classifications of research. We say basic research and applied research, and we have disciplinary research and interdisciplinary research. So I'll tell you very briefly what is basic research, what is applied research, and should an engineer do basic research or should he or she do applied research, we will see. So a basic science research which is also undertaken by engineers and applied research is also undertaken by science, there is no demarcation. So basic science research is why is it important? And an applied science research is how I can use it. So I would rather say that all the engineering postgraduates or undergraduates or doctoral students, whatever you do should ultimately benefit the society. So that is the aim of any kind of research that you have. So I would say most of you are expected to do, how can I do this? How can I use it? How can I use for some useful thing to the society? So whether you should do applied work or pure work, it's up to you. And you can also do both. It is not necessary that you should do only the pure research or applied kind of research. Then disciplinary and interdisciplinary, the names are very clear. So suppose you are in an engineering discipline, per se it can be disciplinary, but engineering itself is vast. So you have chemical engineering, you have mechanical, mechatronics. So I would say each one of them is disciplinary. In science, you can have maybe physics, chemistry, material science, biology, or so on. So they themselves are disciplinary. But often, just the disciplinary doesn't help. So we have to combine everything, because if things have to work, then everything should be combined. I'll give you an example where you will see that whatever we are doing right now, the technology which is used for that has come out of a long journey of almost 200 years, and you can see who all have worked for that. So in engineering, you can combine with maybe a physics fellow, or you can combine with chemistry, biology. For example, computational biology is something many people work on, and the KMC doctors and the hospital people, they take a lot of help from computer science department, mechanical engineering, biomedical. So most of you can take the help of the biology. What I'm saying is the health science side. And when you all combine together, the bulb will be on. If you just act separately, it will not happen. Now the next thing is that education versus research. You just Google search, you will see that the best ranked universities in the world, which are best for undergrad courses or postgrad courses, are also highest rank in research. They go hand in hand. So research and education go hand in hand, and often the best work is done by undergrad, postgrad, or PhD students. And the guides are there to help you, they are there to give you direction, but it is you people who do most of the work, and that is the best work is there. Now the question is, why research and engineering? So what kind of research is maybe both basic and applied? Remember that in any branch of engineering, you cannot do something individual. It is usually the teamwork. In fact, the book written by Dr. Abdul Kalam, The Wings on Fire, he says very clearly that science research can be done individually, but engineering research has to be done as teamwork. So this will teach you that you need teamwork. And if you need teamwork, you cannot do yourself alone. Maybe you have to go to other branches. So don't confine to your own branch. If you are in mechanical, in the same building, we have mechatronics, we have electrical, we have so many other departments. Just approach them. And applied research starts only after basic research takes shape. And end of the day, the fruits of research from you people should get translated into beneficial things for the mankind. So this was the example which I wanted to tell you, that the fruits of research or basic research has to reach the mankind. Does it reach immediately? How much time does it take? So when you do something new, your friends may say, what is the use of this? So don't get disheartened. So when a small child is born, we don't know what the child will become. So there are a lot of options which are available. So don't get disheartened. Just listen to people and do your work. Now let us see the technology which we are using today. All of you have mobile phones with you, and you are very eager to see your messages, and you will be very happy when I finish my presentation, and I think that is the last presentation. So you would like to see your messages and so on. So how everything is happening is all due to electronics and is due to, I would say, semiconductors. So how did the semiconductor research start? It didn't start 10 years back or 20 years back. So let us see who all worked in getting the technology that we have. The first thing is that silicon or germanium is not available in elemental form. So it was a chemist, you can see 200 years back, not 50 years back, 200 years back, we were able to get the silicon as an isolated element. It was not available. So if Johns Jacob had not done this, somebody else would have done it, may have taken more time, but remember that unless you had the silicon element, you cannot do anything. Then after this, a lot of people saw that silicon and germanium were not useful because they are not good conductors. But then people started working and they saw that if you add some impurities to this, it becomes a fairly good conductor. And when it becomes a fairly good conductor, the conductivity properties are good. And then it was, you can see that it was a combination of an engineer and two physicists, Bardeen, Schottky, and Brayton. They were the first who were working on transistor. So it was in 1947, the first transistor was fabricated in Bell Laboratories, and that is roughly, you can say, 120 years after silicon was there. And then things were very fast. In 51, the first commercial transistors came into picture. Then you had ICs, VLSI. Then Moore's law was that the number of transistors on an IC doubles every year. That was long, long back, but now it is exponential. So please remember that whatever you do today may not be useful for next 3-4 years, maybe after 10 years, it could be there. And as I told you that young minds are always creative. So most of the software developers did their prime work as graduate students. So you are aware of that. There are few doctoral students, and in fact, I'll give you an example of an undergrad student who got Nobel Prize. And if you see the field that he was from and the field in which he got Nobel Prize, they may not look very related, but that's a fact. So this is a gentleman you may not be recognizing, not very well known. He is Tanaka. He was a Japanese electrical engineer who shared a Nobel Prize in chemistry, electrical engineer, getting a Nobel Prize in chemistry for developing a novel method of mass spectrometric analysis of biological macromolecules. So just see, electrical engineer, chemistry, macromolecules, biology. And he was doing BS in electrical engineering. So I think if you do work in one field, you can always apply that knowledge in any other field. This gentleman, everyone in this room knows the name of this fellow. You may not recognize. He is not as famous as Albert Einstein or Newton. This fellow is de Broglie. So de Broglie you had learnt in your school, de Broglie wavelength, and he was a graduate student. So when he got the Nobel Prize, he was a graduate student. So you can see that young minds are always more creative. Now the question is, if you do a research work in postgraduate, what is the use of that? So research skills do not have any syllabus. Research doesn't have any boundaries. So besides, research skills, there are many transferable skills you can develop, such as problem solving, critical thinking, analytical thinking, resilience time management, collaboration. I told you interdisciplinary approach is very useful, and you have to talk to other department people. Research doesn't have a fixed syllabus. And let me tell you, the last point is really important. 1 or 2 publications during your PG program will make you shoulders above any other competitor who is applying for the same PhD program anywhere in the best universities in the world. Take my words, even in the undergrad courses also, those who get one publication, their chances of getting a PG program, and for you people to get a PhD program in any of the top-notch universities in the world, have 1 or 2 publications in a good conference or a journal will help you. Then how do you make your research visible? So I think when you go to your department presentation, they will talk more about this. You can publish, you can present in conferences, patents. So we have an extremely good ecosystem for patents. So you can talk to your research coordinators of the department. They will tell you more. Now, whenever you go somewhere, or this is a typical thing, they say, I have 2 news, 1 good news and 1 bad news. So don't take it as a bad news. I am telling a kind of caution, and that is my next slide, which Dr. Virprakash already told you, that we have a policy on mandatory publication requirements for PG students. Now the objective of this is to inculcate research culture among the PG students and to create a vibrant atmosphere of research, and it enhances the PG publications of the institute. Remember, if you people have publications, then MIT has publications. If MIT has publications, MAHE will have, and this will increase the ranking of the university. And whenever you go anywhere, your degree, if it is from a higher ranked institute, is always preferred. So this is the motivation, and we have made it very flexible. You can publish a paper in an index journal, which is Scopus, Web of Science, or even UGC approved journals. You can publish your paper in a Scopus Index conference proceeding in Scopus, Web of Science, and UGC Care List. Your research coordinators will tell you more about your indexing agencies and so on. And we have even said 1 manuscript submitted to a journal which is indexed in Scopus, Web of Science, or UGC, and there can be 2 students in 1 publication, provided the first author has to be a PG student, the guide will be the corresponding author, and 1 more PG students can be there. So all these things are possible. In case it is not possible to do this, there are some mechanisms, and that will be taken care by the Associate Director Academics, my office, and so on. So don't get afraid. It is very possible to get all these things. And let me tell you that we have an ecosystem which helps you to do this. So as I told you, a good news and a bad news. So the good news is, what does MIT offer? We offer you so many things. So we offer you an ambience and a good research culture. When you go to your department, you will see so many of publications will be there on the notice board. You have so many research scholars. So you take full advantage of the research culture of your department. Each department is extremely good in research. Then MAHE encourages research by UG and PG students, and even by PhD students. It supports students to present research work in conferences. So we are giving you money to present your papers in conferences. So try to do that in Scopus Index or Web of Science conferences. Your mandatory requirement is done. So the bad news was conference publication is compulsory, but good news is we are giving you money. And money is not that bad. We give up to 20,000 rupees for 1 conference in the entire 2-year program of MTech. We have a policy called PRAISE policy, Publication and Research Award Incentive for students to excel in research. The objectives are there, and we have eligibility. All PG students, of course, undergrad students are also eligible for that. There is a website where you can see all the policies. And I just thought that I will tell you what are the benefits that MAHE gives you. So this table may look very difficult for you. Don't worry about that. We have some categorization called the quartile. So quartile would mean whether they are in top 25% or 25 to 50% and so on. So MAHE gives incentives. So don't worry about 1/3, 1/3. So I'll tell you very simple way that if you have a publication which is in quartile 1, then MAHE gives up to 33,000 rupees for first author for 1 paper. But since for postgraduate, one paper is compulsory, you start getting from second paper onwards. And similarly, it is 1/3 of max, so that is less than that and so on. So for all postgraduate and undergraduate courses, there is an incentive, and these incentives are in terms of money, which is not bad. 33,000 for one paper. I don't think any institute gives that kind of an amount. And what is the money for conference facility? So this is the student conference fund we have. So all the PG students up to your final semester, you can avail that. And remember that the research incentives which I told you, you are eligible even after 1 year of your passing your post-graduation. So any paper that comes out after your post-graduation, you have to be in touch with your mentor who is the guide, and then still the incentives are given. And it is a good amount, you get up to 20,000 rupees, but only one conference. You can't say that I will go for 2 conferences and I will take 10, no, that doesn't happen. So you can choose the conference timing so that academic calendar is not disturbed. Otherwise, Dr. Ravi Prakash will come and fight with me. He will say that you are telling that you go for conferences, just on the lighter note. Okay, then what are the good news? So one is conference facility, one is publication, you are having these things. So we have central instrumentation facility, we have departmental research lab, we have funded labs, and you can see this building. So this building has come up recently, and it is called the Central Analytical Instrumentation Facility. And we have already spent 20 crore from MAHE. It is the private money which MAHE has spent. And over next 2 years, we will total have an expenditure of 50 crores, which will be extremely good high-end facilities useful for biotechnology, biomedical, mechanical, electrical, you name it. For all branches, it will be useful. And then, of course, we have MAHE research facilities. So there are a lot of instruments and tools that would be there in the central facility. So this list gives you that. And then, don't worry, I'll just take 2 more minutes. We will wind up. Now, once very good things are done, we should have a caution, right? So everything is not rosy. So let us have a caution, and that caution is the last part of my slide, and that is called plagiarism. Or you have something similar and you are copying from somewhere, but you don't give credit to that. You show as if it is your work. And you may have done that, copying your assignment or things like that. That is also plagiarism. So I'll tell you what is plagiarism. Copy work from another source and you present that it is your own. You don't properly acknowledge and document against original source. If you take some work from original source, you can always say that the results show that these were the findings, and you write that this is a reference. So if you try to hide that, they may think that you are plagiarizing. Show others' work as your own. You must have seen a lot of controversies even in music or anywhere. So recently, I think in one of the movies in Kantara, there was a controversy that some music directors in Kerala, they told that that was their music. So plagiarism is there everywhere. And that is very bad. Pay or barter someone to complete assignments, so even that is plagiarism. Then there are different types of plagiarism. One is intentional. So it can be copying, buying, borrowing, cutting and pasting, and even in media also it can be there, web publishing without permission of creators. See, for example, when I publish one paper and I have a table or a graph in that, and if I want to code the same in my next paper, I must take copyright permissions from the publisher, because all our work is copyright of the publishers. Sometimes it is intentional, it can be unintentional also, carelessness or poor documentation, quoting excessively, failure to use your own voice. So all these things can be there. But when a work is seen to be plagiarized, nobody is going to help you. You can't say silly mistake, intentional, unintentional, and even self-plagiarism is also supposed to be plagiarism. As I told you, you need to take the copyright from the publishers. And then It is a very ethical issue. You can see in newspaper very often they will say some premium institutes, they had to retract some papers and so on. So in MAHE we have a software, and this software will be there in most of the departments. So if you have any document and if you want to see whether there is a similarity between what you have written and what is available, there is usually a limit of 15% similarity we permit. So that you can give it to your office or you can give it to your faculty. They will see what is the similarity and they will give you the end result, what is that. So this finishes my presentation, and if you have anything that you want to take help from my office, so I am Ashok Rao, then I have Dr. Arasu, who is in the, you can see the interdisciplinary thing. I have a person from instrumentation, a person from chemistry, Dr. Dhanya, and Dr. Abdul is from mechanical engineering. So I will end saying that all the best for the programs that you have got admission. Don't get afraid of publication. We are all there to help you. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, sir, for stressing the significance of research and highlighting the facilities of RNC at MIT. With this, we inch towards the ending of the proceedings of the day. I request Dr. Purnima Kuntapur, Associate Director, Student Welfare, and Associate Professor, Department of Data Science and Computer Applications, to propose the formal vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries, Dr. Raviraj NS, CEO MAHE, Administrators of MIT, Commander Dr. Anil Rana, Director, Student Affairs MAHE, Dr. Geeta Maya, our Joint Director, the HODs, colleagues, parents, and my dear students. It's still not good afternoon, so it's good morning, everyone. As PG students, we assume that you're mature young adults with a reasoning mind, intent to learn and grow. We've had a long session, I agree, but the idea was to share our work ethics and your inclusion into our ecosystem. So kindly give me a couple of minutes to present this vote of thanks to all those people who worked hard to execute this program. I welcome you to extend your sharp listening, and this would be highly appreciated. Thank you. I'm not done. It is time to bring down the curtains on MIT Pravesh 2024 with this inspiring postgraduate orientation program for our newly admitted MTech students. The celebrated painter Vincent van Gogh said, "Great things are not done by impulse, but a series of small things brought together." So here is the opportunity to thank all those who have worked hard to bring this event to a successful culmination. I begin with a very special thank you to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Raviraj NS, Chief Operating Officer of MAHE Manipal. Dr. Raviraj, your insights were not just enlightening, but also a general reminder that education is not just about degrees that we can earn, but the knowledge and the values we imbibe. And all of you know that Albert Einstein always mentioned, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. So it's your time to start thinking. Thank you, sir, for encouraging our students to think beyond the classroom and textbooks. Next, I extend a heartfelt thank you to our Joint Director, Dr. Somshekhar Bhatt, who set into motion today's proceedings with such an enthusiastic welcome address. Sir, your words have set the tone for what promises to be an exciting journey for all of you. To our dynamic director, Commander Dr. Anil Rana, your address today showcased the opportunities our students can seize at the moment and move ahead as you embark on this new chapter. Your vision for the future and your unwavering support for experiential learning is truly inspiring. All of you know that the Paris Olympics just began a few days ago. So I think we have set you a high bar to work with. And this is a bar of excellence when it comes to working in MIT as a part of the system. And our director believes there is no place for compromise in the quality of our execution. So I thank him. Can we have a round of applause for all the people I mentioned? I also extend our extreme sense of gratitude to Dr. Geeta Maya, Director, Student Affairs, MAHE, for being with us and sharing with us what MAHE can do to ensure your good health and well-being for all of you when you're on your campus. I would like to also express my sincere thanks to Dr. Ravi Prakash, the Associate Director Designate Academics, and his dedicated team for their exceptional work in maintaining our academic regimen and rigor on point. We hope that you as students would have understood the key takeaways from his talk. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Ashok Rao, Associate Director, Research and Consultancy, who just gave us a talk, for his invaluable insights on the significance of research and highlighting its critical role in your academic journey as MTech students. Our gratitude also goes to Dr. Sriram KV, Associate Director, Placement, and his team for their benevolence in providing us the 2 halls for the smooth functioning of this MIT Pravesh 24, because there are other activities that are also conducted simultaneously. Thank you, sir. A note of appreciation to the Associate Director, Quality Assurance, Dr. Chandrasekhar Bhatt, and his team for arranging the tea and snacks for our attendees of the event. I extend our thanks to the other Associate Directors for their continued support and cooperation in all our activities and initiatives. A special note of thanks to the heads of Civil Department, Civil Engineering and Aeronautical and Automobile Engineering departments, Dr. Purushottam Sarvade and Dr. Dayanand Pai, for introducing our CEO, MAHE, and Director MIT earlier this morning. A shout out to our MCs for this formal programs. You deserve a special mention. You kept the program flowing smoothly and your energy has been contagious. Thank you, Dr. Shilpa Suresh and Mr. Suhas Kaushik. Let's not forget the beautiful prayer invocation that set a serene and positive tone for the morning. Thank you, Mrs. Prithvi Shenoy. A big round of applause to Mr. Ratnakar Samant and Mr. Keshavacharya, who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure everything ran like clockwork. Your attention to detail is nothing short of legendary, and all of us in MIT are witnesses to this. Our security team with Ashok Rao sir and Mr. Santosh VP, we thank you for always being just a phone call away when we need things to be set up and to be functionally ready. A couple more, so 1 more minute please. To my team at Student Welfare, all the faculty, staff, and everyone involved in making today a success. It takes a team to put together an event like this, and today our team MIT shone brightly. A big thank you to the parents sitting in the placement hall. You're sitting patiently there. We could not be happier to have your wards that you have encouraged to be a part of this Institute of Eminence as the education destination. A round of applause to your parents, please. Lastly, to our dear students, I can see a full house today in both the halls. This signifies your trust in us, and in reciprocation, we value your presence here. Thank you for being an attentive and engaging audience. Remember, as you step into this new phase of your academic journey, that success is just not about what you achieve, but it's also who you become in the process. So 1 round of applause for yourselves. In conclusion, here's to new beginnings, to learning, to growth, and to making memories that will last you a lifetime. At MIT Manipal, it's all about perseverance and experiential learning. That is what will lead you to success. May you have a successful stay at MIT. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead. Welcome to MIT Manipal.
Thank you, madam. Before we conclude, there are a few announcements to you students. The department orientation of MTech students belonging to the specializations of automobile engineering, avionics, defense technology, and applied computational fluid dynamics is scheduled today afternoon at 2:30 p.m. and the venue is Academic Block 1, second floor Mechanical Seminar Hall. I repeat, 2:30 p.m. today, and the venue is Academic Block 1, second floor Mechanical Seminar Hall. And for the students from the civil engineering background who have enrolled into MTech structures, CTM, as well as environmental engineering, the afternoon orientation will be in KEF auditorium, KEF auditorium at 2:15 p.m. And for the students from information and communication technology, it would be in AB5, Academic Block 5, first floor, ICT Seminar Hall at 2 p.m. And for the students from chemical engineering, the orientation would be in the department at 3 o'clock. I repeat, the department orientation would be at 3 o'clock for chemical engineering students. And for all other branches, please report to your respective department in the afternoon at 2 p.m. and from there on the department will take over. I hope it is clear. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the MIT Pravesh MTech Orientation Program 2024. We appreciate your presence and wish you all a successful and fulfilling journey at MIT. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, everyone.